a number of things that we do now in HSTA that I don't think teachers realize Stacy was a start point for it. She was born and raised on Kauaʻi, went to school at University of Hawaiʻi. So local to the max, and yet the classiest in every possible way. Didn't raise her voice. Even when working with the students, always was able to deal with people in a very measured, thoughtful, compassionate way, and yet she had a backbone of steel. Because that's the only way she would have been able to accomplish so many things that she did. She had started with me at Nānākuli High and Intermediate School in 1989 as a teacher, and we worked together on a teaching team for a number of years. She ended up going into HSTA as a UniServ director for Honolulu to start with. She ended up becoming the deputy executive director, and she and I had talked a great deal about this award needing something a little more solid in terms of what we were going to be looking at. And unfortunately, she was diagnosed with cancer while she and I had this conversation, and unfortunately she passed. And so I want to say in the spring of that following year, I worked with a number of other board members to put together this award, and it mattered to me that it was going to somehow use her name in it because she had been so fundamental for so many teachers. Teachers that maybe don't even realize our professional development program and the full complement of courses that are offered got its start under Stacy's leadership. The award itself, I thought, would be probably the best legacy for her. And it just worked out that her initials stood for scholarship and teaching, advocacy, community involvement, and of course, supporting youth. There's a lot of people who are amazing advocates for this profession and for kids and for this educational community who do it in such a way we might almost overlook them. So this is a great time to let them know, once again, we see you and we love what you're doing. And a lot of times, in fact, too often, we downplay it our own selves. I think that's part of the reason that people are very reluctant to put in for this award, because they don't want people to say, you can do this and this and this and this. I think most teachers would be like, no, they'll always want to downplay, which is weird because Stacy was always like that too. Like she would never, ever. I'm thinking that she's laughing about the idea that I did this and that her name's always going to be attached to it. I think it should matter, particularly amongst our union members and within our union, that we can say, oh, that's a Stacy, got it. We know what that means. And we know that that's a high honor, the highest that we can possibly recognize, because you do all the things that a teacher does on a daily basis. And you also are someone that's a champion above and beyond that for all teachers and for the profession.